We begin with breaking news. The former nurse accused of killing 8 seniors in her care in southwestern Ontario.
Elizabeth Wettlaufer.
Elizabeth Wettlaufer.
Elizabeth Wettlaufer.
Elizabeth Wettlaufer. Serial killer Elizabeth Wettlaufer. Elizabeth Wettlaufer. Elizabeth Wettlaufer.
In today's video, we talk about Elizabeth Wettlaufer, a woman who looks harmless, but is responsible for at least 8 deaths. Right after her first murders, she confessed to them, but no one seemed to take her seriously. So, she listened to the voice that told her to keep killing. Elizabeth Wettlaufer was born in 1967 in Zora Township, a rural village near Woodstock, Canada. Her parents were very conservative and deeply religious Baptists, which she felt in her strict upbringing. She had almost no freedom. No surprise that classmates described her as shy and weird, often making fun of her. Over time, she learned to deal with it, or rather to ignore it. Instead of getting angry or sad, she simply smiled at everyone. But behind that smile, dark thoughts grew stronger and stronger. At some point, she realized she was bisexual, another challenge in a society that did not accept it. When she showed interest in women, she was rejected, which pushed her further into a downward spiral. After finishing high school in the mid-80s, she attended the London Baptist Bible College. As the name suggests, her parents, or maybe her own faith, influenced this decision. She had actually always wanted to study journalism, but over time she became interested in medicine. So after finishing the Baptist College, she applied for nursing studies. Yes, it requires a degree in the US, at Conestoga College. But her college years were not much easier. She found a girlfriend, but her father, whose faith did not allow homosexuality, was against it. One day, he drove to her while she was with her girlfriend, pulled her violently into the car, and took her home. Her parents tried to convince her that it was just a phase. They sent her to a camp where people spent all day praying to be freed from the burden of homosexuality. Of course, it didn't work. The only thing it led to was self-hatred. Elizabeth was told for so long that she shouldn't be herself that she eventually believed it. During her time at Conestoga College, she worked several jobs to support herself. In 1997, she married Donnie Wettlaufer, so her parents had succeeded in pushing her into their conservative lifestyle. By then, she had finished her studies and was working in a hospital. Unfortunately, around this time, Elizabeth developed several mental health issues, including bipolar disorder. On top of that, she was banned from working as a nurse after being caught stealing painkillers. These setbacks completely broke her. She wanted to end the sadness and disappointment her parents felt and swallowed all the stolen pills. If she had taken a few more, she probably would have died. But she survived. Elizabeth had hit rock bottom, but she made it through. Afterwards, she looked for help online and connected with other women who had been through similar struggles. She met someone, and their online friendship turned into a real relationship. Donnie was shocked when she not only told him about the relationship, but also said she would move out and divorce him to live with the woman she had met online. And that's exactly what happened. The two moved in together, and that same year, Elizabeth got another job as a nurse, this time at Crescent Care, a nursing home. You might think she finally had her life under control, but if that were the case, this video wouldn't be on this channel. That same year, she tried to kill 2 of her patients with an insulin overdose, but she miscalculated the dose and both survived. Elizabeth's first deadly dose was given to a military veteran who had served in World War II. His name was James Silcox. He was 94 years old and the father of 6 children. On August 11, 2007, she filled a syringe with insulin, and James died that same day. It seemed like Elizabeth had some guilt, but she still kept going. She even told her girlfriend what she had done, but her girlfriend only replied, "You should stop, or you'll get caught and end up in prison." Now, I have to break character for a moment. When I read that during my research, I thought I had misread it. I understand that you should be loyal to your partner and maybe keep small secrets like a little theft. But Elizabeth told her partner that she had killed a man and almost killed 2 others. What the hell? But the worst part, shortly after, her partner left her. From that moment on, things only got worse. Over the next few years, she gave deadly doses to 6 more people. Maurice Granat, 84 years old. Gladys Millard, 87 years old. Helen Matheson, 95 years old. Mary Zurowinski, 96 years old. Helen Young, 90 years old. Maureen Pickering, 79 years old. I always think it's important to say the names of the victims so they're not forgotten, especially because in a video like this, the focus is often on the killer for entertainment reasons. Elizabeth could have continued forever because no one was suspicious. At night, she was the only nurse on duty at the nursing home. Some patients wondered about the nightly injections they never got before, but Elizabeth simply told them it was just vitamin D. In 2011, she once again gathered all her courage and confessed everything to a young intern at the nursing home. But the girl was probably too young to understand what she was hearing, or why Elizabeth was telling her this. She didn't take it seriously, and likely thought it was just crazy talk. At some point, she confessed her murders to her pastor and his wife, but even they didn't report it or tell anyone. That same year, she told an ex-boyfriend that she had given multiple people overdoses, but he also said nothing. She even consulted a lawyer and told him her story, but all he said was the same thing her ex-wife had told her, that she should take the secret to the grave and stop. But he should have known that someone who had killed multiple times and gotten away with it would kill again. In 2014, she left the nursing home. Or rather, she was fired. The document usually used by the nursing home to officially explain why someone was let go wasn't enough to list everything Elizabeth had done wrong. She showed up to work drunk, sexually harassed younger colleagues, and much more. Still, the nursing home gave her a recommendation letter, which allowed her to keep working for other facilities, but only part-time. During this time, she gave insulin to 3 more people. One of them died. His name was Arpad Horvath, and he was 75 years old. And even though she saw a psychiatrist weekly and was prescribed medication, he never thought of admitting her to a hospital. If you enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Each case takes countless hours of research. Especially in this early stage of the channel, your support means a lot. Thanks everyone. Let's continue with Elizabeth. She didn't decide to confess her crimes until September 16, 2016, after admitting herself to a psychiatric hospital. She told staff members that she had tried to kill patients multiple times, and that she had succeeded. In addition to her spoken confession, she wrote a 4-page letter in which she admitted to all her crimes. After that, she was called in by the police and told them everything as well. The interrogation lasted more than 2 hours, and it became clear that Elizabeth had always known exactly what she was doing. That had already been obvious for a long time.
We got a call in the middle of the night that he was declining, and we proceeded to the nursing home to arrive to him fighting her off, literally physically fighting her off. She was in the room. When we came in, she left abruptly, and a short time later she came in again, and things happened, and we lost Mo within about a half an hour, 45 minutes of that.
She administered the drug right in front of you,
Yes,
didn't she?
yes, she did. She was rude to me, because one of us was on one side of the bed, and I was on the far side of the bed. I was where she wanted to be, and she was ignorant to me. She literally physically pushed me out of the way to give him an injection.
After all, she had confessed her crimes to several people, but no one had taken her seriously. She emphasized that despite knowing right from wrong, she kept feeling the urge to kill her patients, and she couldn't control it. God or the devil, whoever wanted me to do it, she said in court. After one murder, she even heard herself laughing, as if someone else was controlling her emotions from a distance. Before the trial, several psychologists examined Elizabeth. They all agreed that she had borderline and antisocial personality disorders, was mentally unstable, and had a problem with substances. On October 25, 2016, she was charged with 8 counts of murder. Later, also with 4 counts of attempted murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault. On January 13, 2017, the case went to trial. Elizabeth was sentenced to 25 years in prison with no chance of early release. Later, during another questioning, it turned out that she hadn't just killed 8 people. The real number was probably much higher. A serial killer who targeted people who couldn't defend themselves, and probably justified her murder by saying she was saving her victims. But no one has the right to save someone against their will.
Just because we're old doesn't mean to say we're put into long-term care homes to die. We still have a lot of life in us.
What are your thoughts on this case? Feel free to write them in the comments. And if you liked the video, consider leaving a like, comment, and/or a subscription. With just 2 clicks, you help the channel a lot. Thank you in advance. The next case is about the oldest killer ever. A story where the sweet grandma next door is far more evil than you'd ever imagine. Click here now to see it. See you next time. Stay safe.